Warning: the following video clip contains strong language and has therefore been rated 18 plus by the YouTube NECCA. Viewer discretion is advised. If there is anyone present that is under the age of 18, please ask them to do either of the following. 1. Cover their ears. 2. Put in headphones. 3. Leave the room completely. You should also ask them to close their eyes in case they can lip read. Thank you for your understanding.
No.
So, hey, what's up, guys? Again, welcome to episode 2, season 1 of Uncensored Reviews. My name is Tim. As always, this is Lewis in here. We have someone brand new here. This is Kevin. And then there's 2 people that are visibly not here, which is Matt and Edgar. Matt is, we were just actually talking about it, his being a little bit of a girly man. Girly man. As Kevin puts it. And Edgar's not here because he's in a teacup ride right now somewhere in Disney World.
Drinking wine. Going hamon.
I don't know. He said drinking wine, something in wine. But
I think we just heard teacup at some point.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that he's just in a teacup ride right now, enjoying himself. So I don't know. No, not him. No, that came out wrong.
Want to retry this again?
No, I'm not trying it again. I don't care. I'm gonna put that no, he is in a teacup ride enjoying himself. There we go. He'll see that later.
To all those who have their brains in the gutter, he's just sitting down in a teacup spinning a disc, people. God.
Yeah, I know, right?
How else do you enjoy yourself?
Also, what you guys might have noticed, we're visually tired. Solely because yesterday not yesterday, on Saturday, because this gets uploaded on Mondays. On Saturday, we had our Halloween Comic Fest, which was amazing.
It was a blast, actually. It really was.
The store was full again. I think our store is getting fuller and fuller every time we have an event.
Right?
Spider-Man tried to rip the door open.
Yep. There's this little
terrifying little
there was
3-year-old Spider-Man.
There was a 3-year-old Spider-Man that's actually tried to knock on our door right away because he just wanted to come in right away. It was pretty cute. Everybody dressed up. The best part for me yesterday on Comic Fest was Bane singing Adele.
Yes.
With with a cotton candy in his hand. It was amazing.
I think the best song he played was with Rachel.
Yeah.
And
Rick,
it was an NSYNC song. It was
pretty funny. How come you didn't sing? That's just
no. You
Let's
wanted us to sing Summer
year.
Nights, bro. I'm not gonna sing Summer Nights.
So
I will sing 6 Summer Nights.
Summer Nights
next year's.
Summer Nights goes with everything.
Oh my God, no.
Summer Nights. Look, even I'll tell you this right now. So everyone watching right now, comment down below. You know for a fact, pick two people or 2 characters in either Marvel or DC that would sound great in Summer Nights.
And Tim will personally make sure it doesn't happen.
It was amazing. Yesterday we had Rick from Rick and Morty and Bane singing Summer Nights. I mean, bye. But Summer Nights would have been fine. We had a Batman, but he came a little bit too late, which is okay as well. Bane already left. But if Batman and Bane sing Summer Nights, come on.
That was Deathstroke too.
Deathstroke came too. Yeah, Deathstroke came too as well. Shout out to Deathstroke coming by. It was amazing. It's like we kind of got scared too because
I promise to sing that song next year if someone comes in with a Reverse Flash costume. Yeah, I come in with a Flash costume. We'll make Summer Nights happen together.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, no, I mean, like, if you guys want to check out some photos from our Comic Fest, we took some photos. It was pretty busy, so we took as much photos as we can, and some of the videos that we can, we posted them on our Instagram. I'll put the link down below too as well on Instagram and Facebook. But to everyone that came, definitely big shouts and thank you to everyone that came, especially Cosplayfame that came too as well. It's always an honor to have Raul and company in here for doing their podcast. It's just it was amazing.
It was a great turnout. Really
it was a great turnout. It was crazy. Like
it really was, but it was.
Yeah, I think I'm like tired, man.
Man, me too, man. I am worn out.
That day was like a huge.
And that was a rainy day too.
I know, it was a hard
It wasn't
day.
even
was
like a sunny day like today, man.
There was tornado warnings.
There was tornado warnings, and people still came. They're like,
great day to go to sleep.
They're like, screw tornado. We're going to get free comic books. Let's go. It was awesome. But yeah, so yeah, we just want to thank everybody that came to as well. Again, big shout out to Cosplayfame as well as Chari there that came as 11. She was awesome.
That really was.
She's always here too as well too. Dressing up. She was here as Harley Quinn, and then today she was on Comic Fest. She was here as 11. Definitely check her out. We're gonna link Cosplayfame's Facebook, Instagram, and as well as Chari's Facebook, Instagram. Definitely follow her. She's a great cosplayer. But today's discussion, we're gonna take a page out of everyone's comments that commented from our last video. Mainly one of them actually stand out is Orlando. I think it was Orlando, wasn't it? Yeah, Orlando. Yeah, there was 2 Orlando, but Orlando's the other Orlando that definitely one of our regular that comes in here that loves getting Inhumans and
which is awesome, by the way. I love Inhumans. So you're the man.
And any Black Bolts. This is one of his comments. I'll see if I can definitely attach it on the video here. He said, when are you guys going to get a chance to talk about Inhumans? He said that I'm freaked out that they're going to ruin one of my favorite comics. Also, Maestro's can't get any more 18 than that. We'll talk about briefly about Maestro, but we want to talk about Inhumans and Legacy. So, first things first, let's talk about Legacy. So, I was mentioning to you guys that on the month of September, when Legacy came out, I believe it was September, wasn't it?
I think so. Legacy 1, right?
Yeah, Legacy number 1.
The whole prehistoric story and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so the month of, I believe the month of September when Legacy number 1 came out, it does state that they are the fastest selling or the best selling comic book right now in 2017 with 300,000 copies or something like that, or a little bit more than that. They actually topped Metal number 1. So, what do you guys think about Legacy, like outselling Metal? I mean, for the month of September, it says I shouldn't say Metal number 1. That's correction. It's for the month of September. They outsold Metal.
Personally, I'm not as shocked because it is the first for Legacy, so I could imagine, everyone going super hard on it, and it's the Inticular one, right? Are they all Inticular?
Yeah, it was the Inticular. Well, no, I mean, like, Legacy number 1 in general. Like, you're looking at Legacy number 1, and then the Iceman, and then the Falcon. I can still see from our wall in there. So the Falcon, the all-new Wolverine, the Avengers, Avengers 672, I think, is in there too as well, right there. You see it? Yeah, Avengers 672. They all sold. They outsold Metal for that month. I'm
a little shocked because I am loving Metal right now. I adore Metal right now,
but it's only for the month of September.
That's true, very true.
But it's not hard to sell kid superheroes. I'm just saying, like, the news has a celebrity, they just got pregnant, and that gets like 3 billion retweets from like not only main accounts but pseudo accounts.
Pseudo accounts.
Oh my god.
Then bot accounts, man. I'm telling you, they're real.
That bot accounts. I mean, Marvel's blueprint has always been like fast sale right now, where like DC tends to be like a slow burn. Yeah, it's either you want Skrillex or you're more Dead Mouse.
I hate both analogies, by the way, but whatever, it's all good.
It's true, man. Skrillex is like a hit right now kind of music, and then Dead Mouse is like a slow burn. Okay, so I mean, which one would you rather have, like a hit now or a slow burn?
I like the slow burn more. I like the slow burn
because Metal is actually happening. Metal is
repeat.
Metal does have a pace. It has its own little pace right now. It's a slower pace. I get it.
Well, it's still going.
Yeah.
It's still technically going.
To February, right?
Yeah. Huh?
To February.
Till February, yes. But they have like Scott Snyder revealed that there's also going to be a The Hunt coming out too as well. So
Scott Snyder's writing is. But
there is one line that I got interested with the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
He said, like, if one day, like, or one bad day can really mess you up, like, what is a whole week? But then there's only 6 of them. Maybe there is a 7th Batman.
There is. There are all 7 of them. So there's Devastator, The Drown, Dawnbreaker, Red Death, Murder Machine.
Dawnbreaker, you said already.
And then you have Batman Who Laughs.
Barbados.
And Barbados, right?
I never thought of counting Barbados, so yeah, you guys were.
He's head honcho.
Head honcho, so I was thinking like.
Okay, hold on.
One.
Let me read that again. So Red Death, Dawnbreaker, Murder Machine, The Drown, Merciless, and then
which is Ares. I could imagine, right?
Did I say Devastator already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Batman Who Laughs, that's 7.
Batman Who Laughs, 6.
Okay.
Barbados.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't count Barbados, so maybe there's another one. Maybe
okay.
Nah, I'm bullcrapping, but.
Okay, so
Barbados. Whatever, it's metal. That's all you gotta say.
I don't know. Wait, why you guys keep saying Barbados? It's Barbados.
Barbados, whatever. I say Barbados.
Potato. I
no,
like Barbados.
that's 2 different things. Okay, potato are spelled the exact same thing, pronounced differently. Barbados and Barbados are 2 different spellings.
I was like Barbados.
Why is it Barbados?
That's how I pronounce it.
Okay.
That's how I read it.
It's Barbados.
We enjoy that pronunciation.
That's such a lame name, Barbados. Like Barbados too. Is like
Barbados.
Isn't Barbados like a location or something?
Maybe that's why I keep coming back.
How do you not know where Barbados is? It's Caribbean.
I took geography, so I'm pretty much like. Do you know how long it took me to figure out that Tallahassee was the capital of Florida? I thought it was some other country.
All right, that's bad. That's
horrible.
That is horrible.
That's why you take geography.
I mean,
kids, take geography. Okay. You won't be lost at the end.
This is why you stay in school.
I stayed in the school. I graduated. I just never took geography.
That's why you stay in
education
so
system.
You know the difference between Barbados and Barbados.
No, I was very disappointed failing English because I didn't understand why I had to get 2 correct answers.
So when you guys are reading metal,
one is better than the other.
I say Barbados.
So when you guys are reading metal,
I think of the island Barbados.
So if you guys are reading metal, when you're reading metal, it says something like this says, Barbados recruited these people. You'll say Barbados.
Right?
Barbados? What the hell? Barbados?
Barbados has an awesome army right now, man.
Yo, doesn't Barbados make you kind of cringe a little bit every time someone says it out loud?
Maybe that's the whole point.
Maybe that is the whole
thing.
It is a dark universe.
I appreciated his chain lightning, but I don't appreciate his correct pronunciation name.
Barbados. Barbados is not that hard. Barbados.
Now I'm stuck saying Barbados now.
Yeah, Barbados.
I was cool with Barbados.
I will be stubborn to the day I die. Barbados for life.
Anyways, so
hashtag Barbados.
Correct us in the comments.
Yeah, no, you can't correct it.
You have to say it out loud.
It's literally
correct us in the comments.
You cannot correct it. It's literally the spelling. It's Barbados. There is no correcting.
Okay.
Until the writer.
Team Barbados, where you at?
What?
Until
Team Barbados.
We can have this argument all day we want, but if the writer decides he pronounced it Barbados or Barbados, that is the real.
It's Barbados. The spelling.
You can do the same thing with Dark Side and Dark Seed.
Oh my god.
People say Dark Side because that's how the writer wanted it to be pronounced.
Yeah, but it's the spelling. That's what I'm saying. There's 2 different spelling and 2 different pronunciation. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hate Barbados. The day I die.
Well, potato, and dark side are the 2. It's like the spelling is like the same.
Dark seed. That's funny.
Seed is spelled. Oh
yeah. Seed is. Yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna spend more time on this. All right. Okay, so what my point is, do you think that Legacy will be able to contain this uprise until the end of the year? Mind you that Metal is still going and Doomsday Clock is happening in like 3 weeks.
But the difference between
2 weeks,
comic books and movies, though, that comics can do really well is like you can have huge events simultaneously at the same time. As movies are always fighting each other.
That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking right now as of since Legacy's out, I think that they're gonna compete with Metal, and they're gonna come out with competing with Metal and Doomsday Clock, and they're gonna start their Legacy to start a crazy event again.
Or they can do this.
Compete.
Okay, so
because they're controlled by the same people.
So you guys probably don't know this, but there is a big event that's happening with
Legacy, right?
With Avengers, December.
Okay, that's news to me.
So they have a big event coming on December that's going to be weekly.
Oh, right. Okay.
So the whole thing is going to be weekly. So anyone that's subscribed to Avengers number 675 right now, by December time, they have a big event coming in. As always, that's the way Marvel's blueprint is. And it's going to be a weekly issue. So I think for the weekly issue, I think they're trying to get that last minute push before the year's end. So with that weekly issue, do you think that they can top Doomsday Clock?
No way, man. Jeff Johns behind Doomsday Clock? I don't know, man. And it's Watchmen?
That is true.
I don't know,
man. That is true. Gary Frank, Jeff Johns and Gary Frank did really well with
even people that didn't want the Watchmen to return because they just wanted to keep it like this beautiful piece of art that they ended it nicely.
Yeah,
they would still even come back just to like mock it or anything else. So it's gonna do well regardless if it gets good or bad rep.
That Green Lantern mythos was just beautifully done, and I have all my faith is with Jeff Johns right now with Doomsday Clock. I think.
Yeah, I mean, like
smash it off the park.
No, Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. I mean, like they did very well with Batman Earth 1.
That too, man. Earth 1 is awesome too.
They made like Alfred the most badass character ever. Like he was like what was he? Ex-Marine or British CIA or something like that.
Was like ex-British CIA
or something like that. He
because he did a lot of ops.
Yeah, he's like the reason the Waynes are alive because I saved them.
You gotta believe
so
it.
Awesome.
Give me your child.
I love it. And then
I deserve.
Give me your child if you want to leave.
Pretty much the parents.
I will take him to the chopper.
The parents died still, and he just takes him as his son.
Yeah. He became the butler thing was his cover technically. He was Bruce's legal guardian, but the whole butler thing that was just his cover, technically. So I don't know. I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that Legacy can
top them. Man.
I don't think it can maintain it. I think it could push them a little bit.
Like you said, that instant spark. They're gonna have that instant spark for sure.
I mean,
what I think is gonna happen is they're gonna keep maintaining the flow they're at now. Doomsday Clock, maybe a huge climax for them, and then Metal. So they have like 3 big events, and then boom, 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 crush it.
No, I mean
for 3 bi-weeklies.
I mean, there's gonna be something brand new after, like during Doomsday Clock, like midsummer when San Diego Comic-Con comes around. That's when they tell you what's gonna happen at the rest and the future of DC, because Doomsday Clock takes place in the future. Right, in the near future, essentially when Doomsday Clock ends,
something happens.
Something will happen in the DC universe, and then they will actually reconfigure or do something else. I mean, remember, there's the DC heroes.
You could just decide to reboot.
Yeah,
just go along with that.
I mean, they have so many they're introducing the dark multiverse now, so
yeah,
they could do anything, man.
I mean, like, keep in mind they have
they're increasing what I like to call their bubble.
Well, they have the DC New Age of Heroes coming up, right? So that's coming up too as well. So they might plan something. Remember, there's 3 tribes in Metal, right?
Yeah,
the tribe of the bird, the tribe of the bear, and the tribe of the.
It's the wolf, isn't it?
The wolf, yeah.
Wolf.
So the wolf is
wolf, bear. There's 4.
Yeah, so wolf was Vandal Savage, and then the bear is the
Immortal Man.
The Immortal Man, which is coming out in December.
And then Hawkman is the bird.
And then Hawkman technically is the bird.
And then the 4th one is the bat, which is
essentially, if we're keeping up with the theme of Scott Snyder dropping hints, there might be some events with those 3 tribes coming in. So
I can't. That's fascinating, dude.
No, because the Immortal Men is there, right? They're gonna introduce the Immortal Men, right? Men. No,
Immortal Men, the team.
Yeah, the Immortal Men. Yeah, the Immortal Men. The tribe
/ one woman, maybe.
The Immortal Men are being introduced in December, and then you have Vandal Savage still there, and then Hawkman Found coming out pretty soon. I think in November or December.
I don't really want them to include Hawkman.
Why don't you like Hawkman?
No, it's just because it's always like every time they put him in there, they really force them in there.
Yeah, they do force him in. He's been my favorite character since I was a child.
I don't have issues with Hawkman himself. I have issues with how they write him in.
Yeah, it's the writers. Yeah, I have issues with the writers.
But like Vandal Savage versus Immortal Man, that's gonna be like epic, and we're just gonna see multiple timelines just going through this battle.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that. Like, I think, in my opinion, I think they're gonna do something with those 3 tribes.
Though all I can say is we're probably going to see a lot of flashbacks of them making.
I would like to see that, though. I would like to see the 3 tribes fight it out and see. What's up.
I think there's going to be something with 3 tribes. I think there will be something with the 3 tribes because, like, think about this. Well, technically, the Bat is actually another tribe now, is it not?
Hawkman and Hawkgirl are going to die a lot through all these because they have to die. They're in an endless cycle of dying and rebirth,
which is. Brutal.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal though. But I think they're gonna do something with the 3 tribes, and you don't mention 3 tribes for no reason at all. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like they mentioned it like what in Metal number 1 or 2?
It's 1, dude. Joker talks about it immediately.
Number 1. Yeah, okay, so they mentioned it more the 3 tribes, right? And then
I think it was 2 because that's the 1.
No, there was 3, dude.
No, he means
number 2. Okay, yeah.
I think it was 2.
I think it was 2.
That's when even believe Batman rode the Raptor. This is not metaphorical, people. He really wrote a raptor.
He did. Anyone who's been reading it, he wrote a raptor. It was like, it made sense. It's like, Batman wrote a raptor. Sure, it makes sense. Like, I buy it.
I've been impressed by all the rides.
So I think that they will do something with the 3 tribes. We just don't mention it and then never mention it again. Like even Dream, they mentioned Dream, and then Dream is gonna come up in issue number 4, I think. He's coming back.
Interesting.
So I don't think that Marvel Legacy will keep this momentum. I think they're gonna keep doing what Marvel does. They're gonna just spew out content and hope that you bite.
They're gonna throw a bunch of shit until whatever sticks.
That makes sense.
A little short stuck.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
They're essentially just doing what they did really at the early ages of comics, where they just give you stuff, and whatever hooked, you continued along with that. But nowadays, it's like a really rooted thing where you just can't put something brand new and forced in there without like burning and crashing the rest of it.
What I'm hoping with Legacy is for them to really give the Inhumans a chance, man. Because people are gonna hate me in the comments, but I am tired of mutants. As soon as the Terrigen Mist came out, I loved it. I love the fact that they killed off the mutants.
Mutants, you go to hell.
I hate mutants.
You know who Kevin is? He's part of that program that started the Sentinel program.
yes, I am.
You guys,
Cable's trying to stop me. Fuck Cable, I killed him.
The Sentinel program was the only thing that came out of X-Men that I was okay with them spewing a lot of stuff out.
That's House of M,
because a lot of stuff that spewed out of the Sentinel program was just amazing. The Sentinel just kept evolving.
I can just see Kevin. I can just see Kevin be like, "Yo, mutant program, yes, I'm all for." He's just like with a sign and everything, down with mutants.
Mutants.
I only came here to be the Sentinels.
Norms all the way. Norms all the way.
I'm all about ground level heroes. I really am.
And I'd be the only one guy outside the rally with his own little rally. Where are the Sentinels? More Sentinels.
Norms all the way. But no, he has a point. I mean, like, what are they gonna do with Inhumans? Like, seriously, what went wrong, like, with Inhumans? Like, one TV show and the other one is Once and Future King. So they did the whole Once and Future King number 1, which they said was the definitive or hidden history of the royal family. Mm-hmm. I mean, what went wrong with Inhumans? Like, the TV show is bombing.
Needed more Black Bolt in a costume.
So depressing. It's so depressing to see the TV show bomb because I love the Inhumans. I love Black Bolt.
Because I mean, like, essentially, we all know why Marvel put out the Inhumans, because they couldn't get the rights to mutants from Fox. Because Fox wouldn't release them.
Like
or
anything else, it's just they.
I mean, to be fair, Fox they're making big bucks off those Marvel movies or off those mutant movies, in my opinion.
But then after the second week, they go down by, like, literally, if you look at X-Men number 3.
Was it X3? It was X3 and Days of Future Past.
X3. If you look at X3 and you look at the box office sales for that, and I believe Wolverine Origin, after the second week, they have one thing in common. Both of them went down by 66.6%.
Because the issue with that is, like, they try to Hollywood it.
We don't talk about Wolverine Origins.
Very hard.
We don't talk about that movie.
And stuff just gets by word of mouth. Like, if the early adapters think this was crap, it didn't make sense, everybody else will follow in line and not go.
That's true. That's true.
Because the people that are most excited is people that read this stuff or have some kind of idea of this, or just people that were forced to go in. Then
yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't think. I think that they tried too hard to introduce Inhumans. I think that they were gonna go for a whole tie-in with the TV show and the movie and do like Inhumans versus Avengers kind of thing.
I thought the same thing. I
mean, I think that's what everyone's thought process was.
What they should have done was give it to us in small doses and then expand on it. Like maybe just give us Black Bolt.
But they did. They didn't. Didn't they do that with the Terrigen Mist? They started introducing the Terrigen Mist to the genocide of mutants, which is
he got a point. He has a point.
But they gave it to us in the wrong way, though. They gave us the ideal of it, but they didn't really give us the Inhumans.
I loved it. I loved the way they introduced the Inhumans at first. I love the fact that the Inhumans were the humans that had this chain inside them.
Well, here's the thing, though. It is a good, like, I understand that, you know, everybody loved the way that they teased them and everything, but somewhere along the line, something went wrong, and people just went no.
Maybe if they introduced Black Bolt and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they gave them like a couple episodes.
It's because the mutants were dying and all the Marvel pussies were like, no, I need my Cyclops, I need my Wolverine, and you know, they just wanted their...
I'm gonna say this right now. I love Wolverine.
It was like
I have random posters in my closet of Shane.
Yes,
but the man should have stayed honorable and stayed dead.
Yes, I completely agree.
It was like a random Tinder date. It was like the most horrible. Like you see
you shouldn't have swiped left.
All Tinder dates are
like you saw it and you're like, this is amazing, and you swipe right, and then all of a sudden you got a match, and then you saw the match, you're like, this is not what I was looking forward to.
I didn't sign up.
What is this?
I did not sign up for this.
It was horrible, man. Like my thing was, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Alright, so with the magic of Hollywood, no one saw what just happened. There was a big cut in there because a customer walked in, and then we had to help our customer because, as we said before, we actually help our customers. We don't keep doing what we're doing. So,
also, please do not consider why you saw my hat getting off my head and then re-putting my hat back on. That was just me going at supersonic speed. You just couldn't see it. The flash shirt is making things happen, people.
Okay, so essentially where we left off is that, yes, it's like a bad Tinder date, all right? They're not giving us what they promise or what they tease. It was like a big tease, and it was just like nothing. But what do you think that they should do then? Should they continue on with Inhumans?
I think they should continue on with Inhumans and change the fact that it was a full genocide of the mutants, because god damn, they completely destroyed. I hate humans.
I get uncancelled. They have to make do right.
At least bring some of them back, because come on, I feel bad for all the other mutants, like fans. You know that
they're all 5 of you.
I feel like they're gonna bring it back as in like it was a weakness instead of a complete genocide. But they said it was complete genocide, right?
No, it was weakening them, and then the genocide just came from constant killing.
Didn't the genocide come from the Terrigen Mist itself? The Mist?
No.
Oh, wow.
Was it?
It was a Terrigen Mist.
What are we talking about? Which reference? The comics?
I'm referencing the comics.
We have a lot of references that we can get, like, different results.
He's referring to the comics.
Yeah, the comics. The show is
I don't think it was complete genocide.
I thought it was.
I think it was slow genocide.
Low genocide.
Low-key genocide.
Low-key genocide.
Because there's ways to escape.
Low-key genocide.
Because there was ways to escape it.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't complete genocide.
Yeah, isn't that like where House of M comes into play, where they make their own...
No, House of M happened because Scarlet Witch became too powerful and she just kind of had it.
Oh my god, you're right.
Didn't she just like completely altered everything?
Yeah, she called
the future and everything.
She eliminated about 80 or 90% of mutants.
Even that was temporary.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking. This is temporary, that they're gonna give Inhumans a spotlight, or try to.
Anyways,
because it doesn't matter as long as humanity exists, genomes will mutate.
I think that, in my opinion, I think they should just do not a hard reboot, but get it out of the way for now. Like, I understand what they did, but they should create a storyline where the Inhumans kind of just step aside for now and then think of what else they need to do, because the way
what they should have done was refund everyone's money back for all the IMAX tickets.
He's right, man. The IMAX thing was very unnecessary.
It went from like a show you could tolerate being bad to an unforgivable act of cancellation.
I just don't want that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look at the last 3 shows they've had. They had Iron Fist, Bomb, Defenders, Semi-Bomb, Inhumans, Nuke. That was a nuclear bomb.
A semi-bomb.
A semi-bomb.
It was like...
It misses target, but it's still
Luke Cage. We
Luke Cage was
enjoyed
good.
it, and then it bombed halfway.
We don't talk about Jessica Cruz, because
that's a really
not Jessica Cruz, Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
Whatever, we know who you're talking about. It was still bad. After Killian, please help me out here.
Killian.
You got the last name.
I didn't watch.
Who cares? Jones. He controlled people's mind with just his voice. It was amazing.
Why did you say Purple Man?
The Doctor. When they killed off the Doctor.
The Purple Man.
He is
the Purple Man.
He is a doctor. He was a doctor. He's right. He is a doctor.
When you killed off Doctor Who, you are dead to me.
He might be back. You don't know.
They snapped his neck. I think that's very in line with, unless he's immortal.
Yeah. So
a snap neck still kills you.
I say, okay, so just to like end that part, I guess that what I would say is that for everyone who's actually watching too as well, listening,
all 5
we have more viewers, man. There's like a lot.
It's like my heart, only Orlando Leonardo counts. You are the Ninja Turtle we deserve.
Yeah, so everyone that's watching too as well, go ahead and comment down below what you think that what Marvel should definitely do with Inhumans. I mean, like, it's a big mess right now. Not a lot of people liked it. I don't know, it's just one big mess because we can't really figure it out.
Also,
I mean, we're just taking it as it is right now. So
and it's such a huge.
I'm hoping
CGI,
Legacy really like does that soft reboot
and not like so much. Figure out makeup and be cheap about it.
So just to end this conversation, we're gonna move on to one more topic, which is we only had like 2 or 3 topics because it's only like a 30-45 minute show. We're not doing a whole hour. Just to squeeze it in there, what do you guys think about Zach Levy being cast as Shazam?
Love it.
I kind of like it. I like it.
I like it. The idea better than John Cena.
I mean, if you saw that, like if you were able to tolerate,
no, I would still accept John Cena.
If you were able to tolerate that Michael Bay movie,
no,
yeah, if you were able to, you'll see that he got pretty jacked in that movie. But now he was jacked in the Michael Bay movie, but now he's gonna be DC Jack.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So, boom, boom. Like, just muscle with muscle on top of muscle. Like, if
he stayed like, he's not super jacked, but he stays really fit.
Yeah,
like,
this is DC standard now.
Dude, DC standard is so extreme. Watch any superhero training video, and you'll be sweating.
That's why I love Jim Jones. I mean, Jim Jones, if anyone knows, Jim Jones, the one who trains these guys since 300.
That's awesome.
Has amazing workouts in there. But I think it's going to be a good idea. We'll touch on that more next week. I guess next thing I would like to talk about, just to end everything, any changes on what you think Doomsday Clock is going to bring in 2 weeks? 3 weeks.
DC selling Shazam rights.
Oh, yeah, no, we'll talk about that next week. Yeah, because that's way too much already. If you guys heard what Lewis said, a little blip that we saw on the Shazam thing, which kind of got us off. Yeah, threw me off a little bit. Is that Shazam is actually going to be co-produced by New Line Cinema. That means that the character Shazam was not owned by Warner Brothers or DC. Well, it's owned by DC, but the rights for the movies or TV show is not owned by Warner Brothers, which is very interesting, and we can go on and on for that. So we'll talk about that next week. But I guess this is a part of the show. Final thoughts, sir? Really?
You really can't just dump that into me. Like, I am a long process. I need like a list of things.
It's like, this is your Jerry Springer moment. What's your final thoughts?
Don't throw the chairs now. Don't start throwing chairs.
Okay, that was my only thing. That was not my baby.
That was not his baby. Whoa. How about your final thought?
My final thoughts right now is that I'm extremely hyped for Jeff Johns.
I honestly thought he was going to bring up the mutants.
No, fuck the mutants. I'm never going to talk about them.
Oh, I love so we all agree. Fuck the Inhumans.
No, Inhumans all the way. Fuck the mutants. They're dead to me.
Okay, then Kevin's final thought that he's about to engage on the Sentinel Sentinel program pretty soon. He's on the works right now. My final, I got two final thoughts. One, if anyone can comment and chastise Edgar and Matt for not being here, please, that would be great. And we will read every single one of those things on every single one of your comments when they get here next week.
Out loud, no holds barred.
Again, my final thought, as always, Techno Viking does not dance to the music. The music dance to Techno Viking. Until next week, guys. Peace out.